second half, the full 40 minutes with a goal.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one size fits all.
At Sioux Park, again, they're only playing the second half, and we'll keep you updated as much as possible. In this one, Cougars have opened up a 2-point lead. And serving is number 1, Newick. She'll continue her serve. She drives a good one. It's just too good. It was like a curveball. From our perspective, you could really see that go to the line, and Kraus gave it an effort but just couldn't get there. That's the second ace in this serving series for Madison Newick. So the senior certainly helping the Cougars here as they take a 3-point lead and look to become the first to 10 in this quarterfinal, set 1, best 2 of 3. Davis, Prudich, free ball. Oh, no, that's Good Hope in now for Kraus. On the back set, it's Larson's there. Montague, Prudich, and Cougars keep it alive. They just push it over. Good Hope. Montague, quick back set to Larson, and it's a double hit by number 24, Landon Keene, and the Raiders get a much-needed side out. And Macy May Davis, senior, libero, number 10, had a good serving day yesterday, kind of has a floater knuckleball drop ball, and there it goes again, and it gives the Cougars trouble. So thank you, Macy, for making your announcer look good with an ace. And the Raiders come back within 1. Davis stands on the letters, comes up, drives another knuckleball, handled this time nicely by Porch. Tipped over. Montague's there. Davis, Prudich. Right there is Porch. Williams with the set. From the back row, just too far back on that backline hit was Newick, and it goes into the net, drops down. 9-9 now, tied again. And we'll see if Macy Davis can get another lead change here in this one for the Raiders. Another good serve, handled again by Porch. Back set, nicely done, and off-tooled the block did number 24, the senior, Landon Keene. Just used the high hands, hit off of and went out of bounds. Cougars first to 10, and Keene, the senior, will step back behind the line to serve. Drives when it's a good one. Good Hope handles it right on target. Montague has time to set, and Larson just kind of whiffed on that one, and the number 11 for the Cougars just kind of in a joust-ready position. Shelby Schofield, the sophomore, just tipped it back over to the Raiders' side. 2-point lead Cougars here. Quarterfinal. This is a win in advance, lose, and you go home here. And that is an ace for Keene. She'll give a couple dribbles and get ready to serve again. Effective serving day for the Cougars. Davis. Montague goes wide. Prudich. And handled there by Williams, the setter. Just tapped over. Larson. Montague back to Prudich. Prudich just rolls this one. Had the back row, back because she hit it so hard. And that one just did a nice job of rolling it over. Side out Raiders. And the sophomore, Brooke Larson, number 15 for the Raiders, set to serve. Larson, number 3, goes down low for that. Don't have a number or the JV roster, so I apologize, but that is a service winner and an ace for sophomore Brooke B. Larson. B with the serve. Good one, drives it cross court. Porch is there. Big left-handed hit. It's going to get a touch. Yep, on the top of the high hands. That was Ramos and Larson, maybe Broderick in there. There was 2. I couldn't tell which 2 behind the net, but it goes off their hands. And serve to Porch. Davis. Larson just has to get rolled over by Ramos. Free ball for the Cougars, and kill on the outside for number 11, sophomore Shelby Schofield. And your Cougars open up a 3-point lead and look to be the first to 15, another landmark point in volleyball. Porch The freshman drives one. Davis comes actually short. Larson. And Prudich taps it in, and just kind of a survival play. And number 3, again, I'll try to find that on the JV roster, was not ready or anticipating that, and it falls.
I think we should zoom in.
Kraus comes off the bench with a big kill for the Raiders. It's 14-13 as they close this one down. And Rory Prudich will serve, and it goes off of the hands of a Cougar. Out of bounds. We're tied again. And an ace for Prudich. Good serve by Prudich. Goes low again, but tracked down nicely by Williams. And a overpass kill, and out of bounds. Raiders first to 15. And another lead change. And I'm not finding an... Oh, Brady Bashan, excuse me. Yes, number 3 is Brady Bashan. They did list 2 numbers. Number 26 was first. So apologize, Brady and the Cougars, that it was good. And there's a ball on the court. Let's not get... Oh, that was dangerous. They should have whistled and flagged that one right away. The linesman tried to, but the vision of the officials was on the ball, and that was dangerous as there was 2 players that took air while that ball was rolling, and my heart stopped. Prudich, good serve. Left-handed hit. Davis keeps it alive. Larson tracks it down. Kraus rolls it over. Good job there by number 1, but it's going to be good attempt. Newick tried to keep it alive. Schofield just ran out of room on the left side. And point Raiders, 16-14. Another good serve by Prudich. Left-handed hit over. Larson. Davis with the pass set. Kraus off of hands. Goes over the block and hits it off the hands of number 13, the freshman Haley Porch. And we're going to get a timeout here. So we're going to go to a 30-second commercial. Raiders lead 17-14, game 1 of the quarterfinal. We'll be right back.
When it comes to you, fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
We're back. Prudich with another serve and turned away. The Regulator and Ramos. Number 2, Reagan the Regulator, Broderick, and number 6, Senior K. Ramos turned that one back. Raiders 18-14. An update from soccer from the lightning delay. It's still 2-2, 24 minutes left. We'll try to keep you updated. Back set to number 11 for the kill. That's the sophomore. 5'10", outside hitter, Shelby Schofield for the Cougars. And she'll step back behind the line to serve. 18-15 Raiders. Set 1, quarterfinal match. Gold pool. This one's just free ball. Joust. Raiders are there. Ramos. Larson. Kraus. Tools the block. Goes off high hands. Out of bounds. Or actually down off the block touch. And Raiders will look to server number 2, Reagan, the Regulator Broderick, to try to be first to 20 here. It's been a good one. Broderick, good serve, knuckleball effect, but it's handled. It went from Bashan Just tapped over. Broderick keeps it alive. Kraus rolls one. Bashan's there. And down. So good kill by the Cougars in the front row. I apologize. There's a railing right in front of me, and I couldn't get that number because it went right across the back, but I'll try to get up out of my chair here to see. Good service by number 14, Porch. Raiders, Davis keeps it alive. A lot of work. Benson just goes deep with the set pass. Set from Williams. Number 1. Again, the 5'7" hitter has some serious ups. Gets up, gets on top of the ball, goes cross court, and kill. And point for the Cougars. They bring it in within 2. Serving is number 14, Shaylee Porch, the senior. Prudich, Larson, quick set, Benson. And with the 6-foot junior, she got on top of that ball and left a vapor trail. Raiders first to 20. Montague, service error. First one by my tally for either team. And I could have missed one as we were getting things situated, but that's my count unofficial. Cassidy Williams now with the serve. Good one, just skims the net. Montague, Benson again, and down. So Montague using the advantage and the matchup, the 6-foot athletic, dynamic Addison Benson, the junior, really has come on since last year. A lot of improvement. Really fun to watch. Good pass there by number 14, Porch. They're just going to free ball it over. Back set to Larson, and she cuts it, goes cross court, but she was in the middle, so she actually went down the right side for the Cougars, painted it within the line. It's 22-18, and we're going to have a timeout. You're following Raider Volleyball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com.
Western South Dakota's largest selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs is at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Over 350 to choose from. GMC, Ram, Ford, Jeep, imports, Chevys, GM certified pre-owned, 24 different manufacturers, all with Danny Menho discounts. If you want it, we have it, or our friendly staff will find it for you. Buyers on site offering top dollar for all trades. Financing available on the spot and all credit applications accepted. See us at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenhoRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
We're back. Kraus to serve. It's a good one. Handled there by number 4. Popped up by Benson. Keep it alive. Prudich just tips it. Cougars have to play it, and they do. Davis has to reach for it. Montague on the fly. Prudich down and a touch. Point Raiders. They lead by 5, 23-18. And that was number 4 for the Cougars. Carly Block that tried to keep that point alive for them. Kraus, good serve. Goes down low was Porch. Just sent over. Raiders, Montague, quick set to Benson. She has to tap this one over and does so nicely. Took off the heat, change of pace. Just dropped it in the donut. Set point for the Raiders. 24-18 behind this nice serving run by senior captain number 5, Avery Aves Kraus. She drives one, falls right there for Block. Passed up by Porch. Over. Davis. Prudich is way behind line, has to cut it inside. Right there is Porch waiting. Williams with that good set and just wide. Madison Newak, the 5'7" hitter, had line, but it just had enough curl on it that it went out of bounds. So the Raiders take set 1, 25-18 in this quarterfinal matchup. We'll be right back after these words from our generous sponsors.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need. to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We're back at the 2025 Rapid City Volleyball Invitational, where your Raiders, in a tight one, threw about point 16 or 17, and then they started to separate themselves, and I believe that one ended up 25-18 Raiders, so it ended up a 7, but there were several lead changes, obviously then several ties. And the Cougars have some good size, and left-handed hitting continues to just kind of takes a minute for the Raiders to get used to it. Cougars open up. Montague tracks that down. Davis will have to set out of system. Off of hands, it's kept alive. Williams back set. Left-handed hit again. And Montague had it tracked. It just popped up. It was a live ball. And just like set one, the Cougars will open up the scoring. They lead 1-0, and serving will be number 14, Shaylee Porch, the senior, who had a great first set. Davis, Montague, back set, Kraus, down the line. Wow! Put the thumb down and just went down the line. That was a laser shot, a straight edge shot, and side out Raiders, point Raiders. The senior captain, Avery Aves Kraus, walks up, little jumper here. Good serve, rolls it out. Handled, but an overpass kill off the touch by Prudich. So it was a joust situation, but the block was late, so it was really more an overpass kill attempt by Prudich. Raiders 2-1. Avery Kraus will serve. Another good serve deep, but handled nicely by Block. Little tip. Prudich is there. Back set to Larson. She cuts it, and good! Off the touch. How she escaped that antenna is beyond me. Kraus again with the serve. Good job by Porch. Set Williams, and a nice savvy play by the senior experienced hitter. 5'7", you're going to be challenging taller girls, and obviously Madison Newick has a lot of moxie. That was good game craft by her to just tap that over. 2-3. Prudich goes long, kind of got caught between, do I stand and roll it or jump, and she got caught in between those positions and just couldn't get a good beat on that ball. Tied up 3-3. And Williamson, the first, by my account, the first serving error for the Cougars, side out to the Raiders. Want to thank the production guru today, Kendall, for helping out. And she'll keep us rolling here. Back set, Montague. Larson with the good kill attempt, but Porch is there. Newark. Montague. Prudich hits her off the block. What a great job by number 19? Number 13, excuse me. Number 13, Haley Porch, the freshman. Prudich hit it off the block. It was going to go out of bounds, but the landing area that Prudich took, the ball went right into her, and it's a point. Good serve, cut by Newark. Tap, Montague's there, Larson's there. They keep it alive. Free ball, pushed over. Montague. Davis has to pass set. Prudich just has to tap it over. Push back. Kraus to Montague to Larson out of bounds. That was number 2, Reagan, the regulator Broderick, that kind of put her arm out there to keep that one alive. That whole rally was just kind of a survival rally. Everybody just trying to keep the ball in play. Porch. Hit into a block. Raiders try to keep it alive, but that's going to be a kill for the senior, Landon Keene. And she'll come back and serve as it's tied 5-5. Set 2, the Raiders lead 1-0 in this quarterfinal of your 2025 Rapid City Volleyball Invitational. Keene. Prudich. Larson. Prudich just has to tap it over. Another free ball. Set, not what they wanted, so free ball for the Raiders. Broderick. Quick hit off Broderick, but kept alive. Back set. Into the block. Broderick was there. Pushed to the corner. Kraus tracks it down. Larson set to Prudich. Prudich cuts it, and it goes off of hands. Went off of Williams, who didn't see the back row player there for support. It's 6-5 Raiders. And Aurora Rory Prudich, the junior transfer, will serve. Number 7. Jump serve. It's a good one. Drove Newark back. She's there. Left-handed hit there by Porch. They tried to run a gap, but the Raiders closed it. Another block, and point Raiders. So that was Ramos and the regulator that created that wall there for the Raiders. Now serving again, Prudich. Drives one. Oh, it looked like it was going to be a tough serve, and it hit the top of the tape and fell on the Raiders' side. Unlucky for the Raiders, side out for the Cougars. And number 13, freshman, Haley Porch, serves a good one. Kraus, Larson, quick set, pushed over by Ramos. Davis, Larson, back set, Ramos, blocked by, I believe that's number 13 again. Nope. That is Newark. Nope, it's not Newark. I can't see around the ponytail here, and they're standing sideways. We'll get number 11. That's number 11, Shelby Schofield. Good job, Shelby. Broderick on the right side gets on top of that one and leaves no doubt. 8-7 Raiders. Prudich drives one deep. Right there is Porch. Hit into the block and down. It would have been a block touch, went out. And that's a right side kill by number 11, sophomore Shelby Schofield. Update from the soccer with 10 minutes to go. It's 2-2. Good serve. Davis handles it. Free ball though. Giles tap and it goes out of bounds. Point to the Raiders. Great awareness there by Benson. And her presence forced the Cougars to hit it wide. Coming in to serve, number 11, senior captain setter, Aspen Montague. He'll drive this one in. Handled, just tipped over, can't find the donut. Kept alive by Kraus, just pushed to the corner by Davis. Handled by Bashan, kept up by Prudich. Montague finds the donut with this tricky, sneaky second touch kill. Was in a set position. That's the first time this match. She dumped it over, and that's Raiders first to 10, 10-8. Montague, ace. for the senior, Captain Aspen Montague gives the Raiders the 3-point lead. Driven. Good serve, another ace. Boy, that looked like it had a high trajectory, and that just dropped off the table. 12-8. Montague to serve. Another one that drops. This time Cougars handle it. Left-handed hit. Prudich is right there. Montague has to track down the set. Just going to be set over by Larson. Handled by Porch. Williams to Newick, and off of Davis's diving attempt to push that one up. Big side out for the Cougars. Great play there, and Newick has been very solid here. 12-9 Raiders. Set 2, quarterfinal. They lead 1-0. They won the first one 25-18. Number 14 with the serve short. Davis has to run up to the net, get it. Montague to Benson. Up by Newick, pushed over and blocked. Blocked by Benson. 13-9 Raiders. The senior, number 5, Avery Krause, and a captain will serve for the Raiders. Set and tapped over, but Prudich was there. Then Krause. Prudich just has to free ball it over. Williams back set to Keene. Krause pops it up. Montague has to work back. Prudich rolls it over and recycle, and that's going to go out of bounds. Newick got caught between the 10-foot line and the net and just didn't have time to jump, so she tried to roll it over and out of bounds. 14-9 Raiders. And a timeout here by the Cougars. Raiders lead this one 14-9, up 1-0. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
It's sport utility season at Denny Menno Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned sport utilities. Save big with 0.99% APR on select certified pre-owned, 0.99. Plus, we have over 175 used SUVs available from Jeep, Honda, Ford, Nissan, Subaru, Chevy, GMC, and more. Your sport utility is here, and the time to buy is now, before the snow flies. See us at Denny Menno Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
We're back. Real quick, a time update in the finish of the lightning-delayed girls soccer Rapid City Central Rapid City Stevens contest. That's a Central home game. Tied 2-2 after a quick goal from the Cobblers and then a response from the Raiders. So with under 5 minutes left, it's still 2-2. So this one could end in a draw. Larson down the line, smokes it. The Cougars are there. And they're going to thumb up because a ball came on the play. No signal from the line judge, but a replay, both thumbs up. And too bad there. The Cougars really did well to keep that ball up and look like they had a good set. Williams, good set, quick. Keene, blocked by Benson, and then we're going to have a net violation on the Cougars. So the Raiders first to 15. It's 15-9. Krause. Bashan handles it. Williams up to Keene. Keene into the block. Raiders keep it alive. Nope, that's 4. And a lift also. I think that was the mechanic. And, yep, it was a lift. So the Raiders had the block set up, but just mistimed their jump. Side out point, Raiders, and Williams goes wide for a service error. That's only the second for the Cougars. I have 3 for the Raiders, again, unofficial. Davis. Good job by Porch. Good hit by Newark, but it's blocked, but they keep it alive. Davis popped up. Montague pops it over, but no one there. Great reaction by the senior outside hitter, Newick, off of that block just to pop it over and give the Cougars a chance. Just trying to recycle the ball. side out. 16-11. Serving is Newick. Good serve, but the Raiders keep it alive, pop it up. Prudich was there, but Porch was better. Killed down the line by number 11. Sophomore Shelby Schofield. Raiders got a hand on it, but that was right on the line. And there was really no forgiveness if that ball went towards the Raider bench. 16-12. Cougars close to within 4. Newick with the serve. And we're going to have a foot fault. First one I've seen all tournament. The Kadoka coach shakes her head yes and gives the just by this much finger signal to her player. So a service error technically there on the violation. And Larson has a good serve. Free ball for the Raiders. Kraus, Larson, Prudich, off hands, tooled the block there, went high hands hard on the inside hand of the blocker. And the Raiders 18, Cougars 12. Larson drops this one in, handled by the Cougars. Going to free ball it over. Broderick just has to tap it over. His timing wasn't there. Winds up is not Newick, it's number 11, Schofield. Outside Prudich, off of hands and down. No, they keep it up, a pancake. What a great pancake by the Cougars and number 15, Williams. And then number 24, Keene, tried to just stuff that with a dump, but it hits the tape and falls on the Cougar side. 19-12. Raiders look to be first to 20. And we have a big update here from Sioux Park in the rain-delayed soccer match. In the 78th minute, your Stevens Raiders score a goal to go up 3-2, and that's a final. So once again, the Raider girls and Central girls lightning delay makeup second half brought an early Central goal to give them a 2-1 lead. 5 minutes later, the Raiders tied it 2-2, and then the 78th minute, with 2 minutes on the clock, the Raiders get a goal to go up 3-2 and then hold off the Cobbler charge, and that's a final in a big one there. Raiders 3, Cobblers 2. Thank you to my wife and to Mr. Bauer for all the updates on that one. So there's a delay at the table. I don't know if there's a rotation situation. The coaches are able to do a rotation check. So it looks like that's what we're doing is a rotation check, and it looks like it might be a rotation violation on the Raiders as the Cougars celebrate. The down official, George Lee, is working with the table to see, and it could be the number of substitutions, although it doesn't seem like in this set there's been that many. They're still trying to work that out. Now we're back on the court and set to play here as the Raiders are up 20-12. And nope, now we're back at the table. So not sure what's all going there. Kendall, you have any idea what's going on down there? Rotation number. The only other I can think, uniform number. Oh, it looks like maybe there is a score discrepancy as it's now 18-13 on the board. Great eyes there by the production guru here. And now Coach Montague is saying, how can that be? That is a 3-point swing as they had 20-12 up there, and now it's 18-13. And that's a big discrepancy for high school volleyball. At any rate, Raiders have to come back now and earn it. They're a little frustrated, but we just play volleyball. Larson, Ramos, kept over, kept alive. Back set Williams to the left-hander. Ramos is there. Larson just has to tip it up. Prudich cuts one, but Williams is there. Overpass, joust. Prudich pops it up. Larson right back to Prudich. Prudich off of ground. And right there is Williams. Passed over. And a kill. This time from the back line, the kill was the senior, Madison Newick. So that was a big exchange in that delay. 18-14. With number 24, Landon Keene, to serve. And that one goes out of bounds, a service error, the fourth of this set for the Cougars. And the Raiders 19-14. Head coach Lindsey Montague, second year, is still talking to the table and the down official. And she wants a rotation check. Aurora Rudy Prudich set to serve. Prudich, Newick, Williams, just a little tap over, can't find the campfire. Larson with the dive. Kraus, off of hands, no, out. Wanted a touch, don't get it. It was close, 19-15 Cougars with number 13, the freshman Haley Porch serving. Porch, Davis, Larson, Broderick. Down for the Raiders. The regulator gets on top of that one. First to 20 are the Raiders. They lead by 5. Reagan, the regulator, Broderick. Serve, good one. Handled by number 3 there, Bashan. And down. Point Raiders, 21-15. See if Cougar head coach Maggie Thompson, who's done a really good job here, calls a timeout. Nope. Broderick will serve. Porch, Williams. Little miscommunication between Newick, number 1, and Schofield, number 11. And point for the Raiders, 22-15. The regulator into the corner. Deep. Newick from the back line again, but right there is Prudich this time. Overpass kill, good by the left-handed hitter, number 14 senior Shaylee Porch, and she put that one down. On top of that, timed that overpass perfectly. 22-16 Cougars in set 2. Best 2 out of 3. Raiders lead 1-0 in match score. Serving now is number 11. Good serve by Schofield. Handled by the Raiders. Benson with the quick set. Not there. Cougars keep it alive. Benson, overpass, goes long. Just got up a little late. She would have jumped a little earlier. She would have got top of the ball. She was level, and it just sailed long there on Addison. Point to the Cougars. Trail by 5. Schofield again. This time Larson handled. Kraus off of hands. Went off the hands of freshman Haley Porch, just trying to keep that alive for the Raiders. 23-17. Coach Thompson still, and I don't know if she has a timeout. Let's see on the board here. Yes, they do. Both teams have 2. And Aspen Montague will serve for the Raiders. And this one is a good one, right to Porch. And down off the left-handed hit of number 14, senior Shaylee Porch. So Haley Porch, the freshman, had the first touch. Set went over to senior Shaylee Porch for the kill. Oh, good joust there. Montague was in a tough spot as she was lined up against Newick at the net. And Newick, the senior, 5'7" outside hitter, was up to the task for that joust and wins it. Side out. Served by Shaylee Porch. Larson almost had a kill, was down. Keene just has to tap it over. Davis. Montague, quick set. Benson just has to tap it over. Davis, Montague, back set Larson. Larson, good dig there by Porch. Set, there is Prudich. Montague tracks down the ball. Davis rolls it over, diving for it is Porch to keep it alive. And the kill off of the block. The block was there at Benson, but she just couldn't get her hands pushed towards the net. And the ball absorbed into her hands and fell right into the net and straight down. Great kill again by the senior, Madison Newick. She's having a whale of a match. Montague sets to Larson. Larson off of hands, out of bounds. Double block was set on Larson, and she just wound up and took a swing off it, hit it off the block. Set point, match point, Raiders. Kraus, good serve. Block, nope, Davis is there. Montague back set. Larson just a tap over and finds the donut, and that's going to do it. 25-20. Raiders open up bracket play in the quarterfinal with the win. With that win, the Kadoka area Cougars with a K came into this one 7-3. They'll move to 7-4 on their season. For the tournament, they'll go to 2-2 as they had wins over Todd County and Belle-Fourche and losses over Rapid City Central and Rapid City Stevens. Your Raiders now will move to 12-1, and they'll go to 4-0 in the tournament, and they advance to the semifinals, and we'll find out who they're playing here, and that is set for, I believe, 11-ish. Let me check the updated bracket here for you while we're on, and then we will take a break. As the Raiders in both of these sets here today, the Cougars started fast in both of them, and the Raiders weathered the storm and then separated towards the end. And the updated email from the activity directors running this is in here somewhere. Okay, let's take a look at our bracket, see if it's updated. So it looks like the next match for the gold bracket will be at 11:30 with the Raiders playing, it looks like Dakota, oh, that hasn't been updated, but I believe Dakota Valley, the number 3 seed. And that's just pool play. So brackets quite haven't been updated, but the Raiders will advance, and we'll be back here around 11:30. Just a few more notes here before we leave. Just want to give a shout out to the Raider JV volleyball team that went 3-0 yesterday in JV pool play. They had a win over Hill City, 15-4, 15-6. A win over Lakota Tech, 15-5, 15-10. And a win over Hot Springs, 15-6, 15-8. So good job there by the Raiders and their staff. The Raiders take this one in 2, 25-18, 25-20. Thank you for following Raider Volleyball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you in a bit. And I forgot my glasses.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Is it time to upgrade your ride? We've got a great selection of used 4x4 trucks and sport utilities at Danny Emanuel Toyota. Snow-busting 4x4s and all-wheel drives, domestics and imports, plus the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on certified pre-owned, including RAV4s. Tell Old Man Winter to take a hike. See us at Danny Emanuel Toyota or DannyEmanuelToyota.com.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Things were a little different back in 1979, but at McKee Ford, our approach to customer service hasn't changed. We're a family-owned and operated dealership with a commitment to respect and integrity. That's why we offer a fully transparent buying process and a 14-day exchange program, because we care about Rapid City, the community we've been serving for generations and plan to serve for many more. McKee Ford. See us on the Big Ford Corner or online at McKeeFord.com.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, Exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Western South Dakota's largest selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs is at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Over 350 to choose from. GMC, Ram, Ford, Jeep, imports, Chevys, GM certified pre-owned, 24 different manufacturers, all with Danny Menho discounts. If you want it, we have it, or our friendly staff will find it for you. Buyers on site offering top dollar for all trades. Financing available on the spot and all credit applications accepted. See us at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenhoRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
You can take a walk if you want. I can push buttons. No, that's well. I knew you were helping him tear down, so. No, I know these hotkeys. Right? Woo-hoo. Yeah, I think which way you guys think so we're not the only ones sleeping. What year are you, Kendall? Second, third, fourth?
Second, but I'm technically junior.
Because you did some, yeah, the dual enrollment or whatever. That's everybody's doing that. It's so smart. Save yourself at least a semester.
I did a lot of my general student.
Yeah, and colleges aren't liking it all of a sudden because they're like, wait, kids are only on campus for 2.5 years. We need them to stay here longer so we could talk them into doing masters and get more money.
It's ridiculous.
Thank you. How's rent in Spearfish? Brutal? Or not bad?
I'm still in the dorms.
Well, that costs probably more. And then they have to be on a food plan there, don't they? Yeah. If you're in the dorms, yeah.
And they just upped the prices and everything.
What's parking like there now?
I spend $100 for a parking pass.
Come and be a student at our beautiful campus. $100 and you can bring a car. Like,
and the passes look the exact same as last year, but it's stupid.
They'll bust you and. Yeah, that's wild, but the wrong points there. And so second year, but really a junior with credits because of dual enrollment. Now, when I was, I'm old. When I was going through, there wasn't dual enrollment, there wasn't AP, but they called it collecting out. You could test out. So like in high school, I took 4 years of German. So I took this test. And they said, okay, you have to, once you pass the German 3 at the college level, then you get that credit, those credits you pay for, and the ones you tested out of once you pass, and then your electives are pretty much covered. But I was like, so I have to just passing the test and showing I did that at this college proficient level of 2 years isn't enough to get credits? So like, nope, got to pass the next one. And so that was their kind of way of like, we're going to get your money, right? So I'm glad it's different now. Because, I mean, just think if you did that, like if you took a college algebra course and they said, yeah, we'll give you that credit, but you have to pass the next level math class, which for you, being a numbers person, probably wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I did my college math class my junior year of high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, not everybody's Urkel. Come on. Yeah, you're like Goodwill Hunting, but in accounting form.
I don't know if it's that one. Not good.
Ju-
Throw in the letters and I'm lost.
Variables I'm lost, but hard money I'm in, right? I'll go to 15, no cap, yep. So, okay, that's good. That's cool. And so are you from around here, Kendall?
No, I'm from Winter, South Dakota.
So you're part of the, that's how they rope you. Not a bad side gig?
Not saying you guys can't talk, but that might be bad.
and you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back to Raider Volleyball and the 2025 Rapid City Volleyball Invitational. We're set for semifinal action. And in this semifinal in the gold bracket, this is going to be basically like a championship match here, where you're going to have two very good teams playing each other, as the Raiders are going to come into this one with a record of 12-1. And the Dakota Valley Panthers are coming into this one with a record of 8-0 on the season. Both teams with a 4-0 record for the tournament. Stevens earning the 2 seed, Dakota Valley earning the 3 seed. Dakota Valley coming off a wonderful 2024 campaign where they went 31-6 and were the Class A runner-up to the very talented, very good Del Rapids team, and those two look to be right at the top again. The Dakota Valley Panthers start off set, outside hitter number 12, and rolls over. Larson's there. Montague, Kraus, and block is down. Point for Dakota Valley. So the double block was on to Kraus there in her attempt to go down the line. Panthers. Davis with the long set. Larson rolls it over, and it's going to fall. She found the donut there. Number 2, the libero for the Panthers, just couldn't get there, and that's Corin Kimball, a junior. Great effort by Corin. Kraus with a good serve. Good swing, tooling, high block, hands off of Prudich Benson is the Dakota Valley standout. That's number 12, senior outside hitter, Claire Munch. She's a good one. She'll serve. 2-1, Dakota Valley leads in this semi of the gold bracket. Good serve, and in. Davis and Prudich looked at it, and they looked back at the lines person. They thought for sure it was out. It's called in. Coach Montague does not go to the official, and it's 3-1. Munch, another good serve. Prudich is there. Montague, Larson just has to tip. And again, just falling in front of Corin Kimball. Just couldn't get there. Good trajectory just over the block and kind of a rainbow, so it didn't really extend out. It went up and straight down like a U. And that's in. So a serve for the Raiders. Macy Maymay Davis, Macy Maymay Davis, who's had great serving runs in this tournament. Her little drop ball floater. And again, that's time Munch goes down and gets it. Good, powerful hit. That's going to be down by the outside hitter. That's number 10 for the Dakota Valley Panthers. That's senior Samantha Kimball. Good serve by number 2. That's Corin Kimball. Outside to Prudich. Down. Claire Munch tried to go low for it, but it just had too much heat. And the ball got off of her, 4-4. This looks out to be a good one. We're going to be right here with Brooke B. Larson, and the Raiders will serve. Tied at 4. Munch goes down. Good set. Number 21 just taps it over. That's Skylar Anderson. And Prudich this time down. Oh, they're going to call it out at no touch. Very close from our vantage point. There is a rail right in front of me and could have been obstructed. But at any rate, the lines person was right there. It's 5-4 Dakota Valley, and number 6, sophomore Aubrey Warden will serve. It's a good one. Drives Prudich back. Larson handles it. Rolled over. Free ball. Kraus. Munch. Set. Back row hit of Munch. too good. That's a great play. Basically a back row gap. She found the back left corner of the Raiders back, and she found that back corner. Kill, 6-4. Good serve. Prudich. Larson, quick set to, that was Broderick that had a chance at the net. Prudich now winds up, and it falls back to Larson on the set, off the net. Ramos, direct, not a two-hit. Ramos pops it up, it goes behind her. Krause has to dive to get it. Davis has to roll it over, does. Quick set, and Raiders keep it alive. Prudich, but number 2, Kimball, is there, and the good, powerful hit is down by the outside hitter on the left side, number 10, Samantha Kimball. Boy, some good quality volleyball here, and what a rally there. Both teams refuse to let that ball hit the floor. And Warden with another good serve, and the Raiders miscommunicate, run into each other. 8-4. We'll see if head coach Lindsay Montague wants a timeout here, and she's going to take a timeout. We'll be right back to this one. It's a good one after these words from our sponsors.
Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
We're back. Thanks to production guru Kendall here helping us today. Number 6 will continue to serve. She's had a nice run here. The sophomore, Aubrey Warden. Another good one, drives Prudich back. Larson, quick set. Broderick, she tries to go two-hand. Overpass. No, a joust, actually. Neutral. Larson has to dive. Raiders just scrambling to keep it alive. Set, and a back row hit. Rolls it. Good pancake, kept alive. Prudich tries to stuff it over, but no, denied. Turned back by the setter, number 13 up top. That's Maddie Munch, the junior. And Dakota Valley takes advantage of that scramble. Warden continues to serve. It's a good one. No, looked like it was going to drop right over the net. Hits the tape, falls down on the Raiders, or on the Dakota Valley Panther side. Side out Raiders, much needed. Junior, number 7, Rory Prudich with the serve. Hit straight up by Kimball. Little free ball, roll it over. Davis is there. Larson. Krause turned back, but Ramos hustles down. Free ball. Kimball. Munch. And another kill for the outside hitter, number 10, Samantha Kimball. And Kimball, number 10, Samantha Kimball, will serve. Good one, drives it to the deep corner. Krause gets up, puts it down the line. Nope, it's going to be an antenna. Good call by the lines person over there. Krause has tried to cut it down the line. It caught antenna. And Dakota Valley has jumped out to a 6-point lead. And Samantha Kimball, the senior, will continue to serve. Popped up by Prudich. Back set. Broderick has to push it back. And that time, the Raiders are there off of Claire Munch's kill. Ramos tries to go short. Ends up in the net. 11-5. And the speed and athleticism of the Dakota Valley Panthers is really got the Raiders off balance. And so Coach Montague will take her second time out. We'll be right back after this 30. All right, we're back after that 15, brought to you especially by Kendall here, doing her magic today, making sure we bring you this action. Raiders trying to break up the rhythm of the server here, who's had a good run. Samantha Kimball. Also having a good run was Claire Munch earlier. So Kimball, the senior, drives this one again deep to the corner and ace. 13-5. Kimball, she'll set, little hop up. Davis is there this time to pop it up. Set, Broderick takes a swing at it. Kimball's there. Tight set. They try to go second touch kill. Not there. Kraus rolls it over. Corin Kimball's there. Back row touch. Kept alive by the Raiders. Kraus. Kimball gets there. And no communication between the setter, number 13, Maddie Munch, and your senior hitter, Samantha Kimball. Side out Raiders, point Raiders. Much needed. Reagan, the regulator Broderick, number 2, the junior, sets behind the line for the Raiders. Good serve. Oh, no. Just hit the top of the tape and goes down. Unlucky for the Raiders. Service there. 14-6 Dakota Valley. Back to serve is number 21 for the Panthers. That's Skylar Anderson, a junior. And that hits the tape, but goes on the Raiders side. Raiders handle it. Benson with the quick hit. Samantha Kimball tracks it down. And there she is, Clara Munch. Just too good. Timed it, got on top of it. And her length, just too hard to get. The block was there, but the touch went down. And number 21 again serves Anderson. Kraus with the good swing that time. And that time tools the block, goes high hands off of number 13, Maddie Munch. Side out point Raiders. They trail 7-15. Set 1 of the semifinal Rapid City Volleyball Invitational. And as we noted before, this could very well be like a championship match with these two teams coming in with 4-0 records on the tournament. Dakota Valley coming in with a season record of 8-0, and the Raiders coming in with the season record of 12-1, losing in the semifinal in the Gillette Invitational to the eventual champion Cody. And that's an ace for senior setter and captain Aspen Montague. And that had a slider effect on it, fooled the batter, so to speak. Montague steps back, drives another one. Kimball's there this time. Good set by Maddie Munch. Claire Munch, too good. They've probably done that 7 million times against the wall in their garage. Making Dad happy that the sheetrock is probably gone, but boy, fun to watch. That is a special combination. Maddie Munch with the serve. A good one. Prudich goes low to get it. Back set Montague. Kraus. Kimball's there. Up to Claire Munch. She pops it over. Driven. Raiders keep it alive. Claire Munch pushes it to the corner. Prudich runs it down. Kraus. Free ball from Montague. Kimball outside to Munch. And there's a touch and a point. 17-9 Dakota Valley. Volleyball is such a game of momentum, and when the Raiders try to snatch it back, this experienced, talented Dakota Valley team just kind of shuts down that momentum. Larson right down the middle from the Raider left side. And said it before in other games, when the senior setter, Aspen Montague, when that pass is on target, she's gonna drop a dime in for her hitters, and they reward her there with the kill from Larson. Kraus with the good serve. Kimball. Munch to Munch. Too good. Kraus was there, but let's give her a point for being courageous. That was a rocket. Claire Munch, the senior outside hitter, 5'10", behind the line. She'll serve. It's a good one. Prudich has it. Popped up by Kraus. Back to Prudich. That's going to go off Munch this time. Side out Raiders. Raiders trail by 7. And back to serve is one of their best servers, Macy May Davis. Let's see if she gets that little floater knuckleball in there. Does. Kimball handles it, but it drives the setter back. And they get it over, but it's essentially a free ball for the Raiders. Back row hit from Kraus. Going to be touched up, kept alive. Munch to Kimball. Kraus is there. Montague, outside set, Prudich. And it's going to be in the net by Dakota Valley. The Dakota Valley coach is saying it never went over the net. And they're going to give the point to the Raiders into the net. Brings it within 6, 18-12. Head coach for the Panthers, Mike Whitliff, thought, hey, that one didn't ever go over the net. How could our girl shouldn't have been called for being in the net because it never went over. But at any rate, ball goes out of bounds, point Raiders. Back touch to Martin. Davis is there. Montague back set. Larson. She cuts it, but Maddie Munch is there. Block. Prudich. Raiders just kind of tipping the ball to keep it recycled. And that time the block is there. Popped over by Broderick. Broderick moves hard. She gets a hand on it. Popped up. And that's going to be out of bounds. Prudich. Side out for the Panthers. And number 2, the libero, Corin Kimball, will try to be the server to get the Panthers first to 20. Good serve. Prudich handles it. Montague. Back set Larson. She taps it over, and off the block touch, it finds the floor. 19-14. Raiders inching closer, but as they do, Dakota Valley gets closer to another landmark point here in that target zone, trying to be first to 20. Kraus. Larson popped over by Prudich. Munch hit. Larson goes down to get it. Davis pass. Prudich hits it over. Claire Munch is there. Back row hit Munch. She rolls it over. Broderick is there. Tipped up. Just has to be free balled. And nope, they're going to have Stevens over the line as Ramos had to get over the line to the midline to keep it alive. Your Dakota Valley Panthers, first to 20. Your Stevens Raiders look to defend here as they set their defense. And the captain, Avery Kraus, is going to ask what happened and why it was called a 4th hit or under the line. And the down official, at any rate, the call stays. Served by Worden. She had a good serving outing earlier. And again out just long by Aurora Rory Prudich, trying to get around the block. But the disciplined block of the Panthers just held its ground. Worden hits the net down, service error. Big break for the Raiders here. Let's see if the Raiders can capitalize. Back to serve, junior, number 7, Aurora Rory Prudich. She'll drive one right to the middle. Kimball handles it. Set and too good. Boy, that was a dialed-in set by Maddie Munch. And senior Samantha Kimball tattooed it. She'll wait for a ball to get out of the way of the other court, and she'll get called to serve here. Samantha Kimball, the senior, will serve. Number 2, Corin Kimball, also in. She's the libero, wearing the white jersey. Maddie Munch, Claire Munch, off the block, comes off of the Hannah Worden. So the Raiders get a lift, turning back. The standout hitter for the Panthers, number 12, Claire Munch. And now back to serve is the regulator, Reagan the regulator Broderick. She'll snap one, but it hits the net. Almost looked like Broderick was concerned with where she needed to go defensively and just didn't finish that serve. At any rate, 23-16, and number 21, Skylar Anderson serves, and she's going to have a service winner and an ace. Unfortunate there for the Cobblers. Good serve by the junior, number 21, Skylar Anderson. set one of the semifinal. Best 2 out of 3. Dakota Valley leads. Another good serve. Davis gets it, and on top is Benson, but it's picked out by Kimball down the line and out. Much wanted a touch because she knew it was out, but linesperson was right on that and called it out right away. So the Raiders earn a point off of the hitting error. Serving is Aspen Montague, number 11, the captain. Kimball pops it up. Maddie Much has to run for it. Claire Much just sets the free ball. Prudich, Montague, far set. Kraus, off hands. And they wanted a 4th touch, but no, they don't get it. Popped over by Larson, kept alive. Much hits. Prudich is there. Montague goes wide again to Kraus. Kraus cuts it down the line. No, hits the antenna. Point for the Panthers, and that's going to be set 1. Raiders fall in set 1 of this semifinal, 17-25. Really struggled in the serve pass battle in that one. Dakota Valley serving was just really good and kept the Raiders off balance. You are following Raider Volleyball on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv. You can also find us on YouTube, Stevens Raiders. We'll be right back for the second set.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Western South Dakota's largest selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs is at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet. Over 350 to choose from. GMC, Ram, Ford, Jeep, imports, Chevys, GM certified pre-owned, 24 different manufacturers, all with Danny Menho discounts. If you want it, we have it, or our friendly staff will find it for you. Buyers on site offering top dollar for all trades. Financing available on the spot and all credit applications accepted. See us at Danny Menho Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenhoRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
We're back at the Summit Arena at the Monument. Shout out to our one-person crew today of Kendall doing a great job with production. Got us set up so we can bring you this exciting semifinal at the 2025 Rapid City Invitational. Raiders trail the Panthers in the match score 0-1, and the Panthers will open up this set serving with number 13, the junior setter. She's a good one, Maddie Much. And it's long. Service error to start the match. Break right away for the Raiders. Let's see if they can capitalize and gain the momentum behind the usually reliable serving of number 11, Captain Aspen Montague. She puts a good one there. Corin Kimball handles it. Hit by Claire Much, but turned back by Benson. Addison Benson, the 6-foot junior, turns back the standout hitter for Dakota Valley. Claire Much. She led her team last year to the Class A state championship and a service winner. for Aspen Montague, her second of the game or of the match, first of this set. Another good one. Kimball handles it this time. Maddie Much, Claire Much, Prudich is there. Montague back sets Larson. She rolls it over, finds ground. Samantha Kimball dove for it, but couldn't get underneath of it. Raiders open set 2 on a little roll here after a service error. Montague, her 4th set of this series. Kimball, Martin, outside hit is down by number 6. Boy, that was pretty. She cut that one down the line. That was number 6, Aubrey Warden, the sophomore. Serving, Claire Munch. Good one to Prudich. Prudich handles it nicely. Montague right by the net. Benson timed that run up perfectly. A gap, 31. Middle just came in, hit between the blockers, and Claire Munch just could, even with her length and athleticism, she went down for it, just couldn't get underneath it to pancake it up. Kraus, good serve, handled by Samantha Kimball. Maddie Munch to Kimball, and it's going to be down, and it was a touch. So good response there by Dakota Valley. It's 5-2 Raiders, back to serve. Number 2, the junior, Corin Kimball. Couple dribbles. She's called to serve. Good one. Prudich. Davis has to set out a system. Prudich down, but right there is Kimball. Little touch over, and Benson swats at it, paintbrushes it, and just falls down off of the fingertips of the Panthers. So a nice start to set 2 for the 6-foot junior middle, Addison Benson. Davis with the good serve. That time handled nicely by Claremont. She has to roll it over on a short set from number 31, I believe, is in there now. No, 21, I'm sorry. Skylar Anderson, and goes into the net. A hitting error. Point Raiders. Davis with the serve. Good one handled by Martin. By Munch. Davis runs back, pops it up. Montague just gets it over. Worden. Munch. And touch. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but both linesmen touch. I got caught looking at the up referee, but they had the call right there. 8-2 Raiders. Davis will go back to serve again for the Raiders as they wait for a ball. Nope, we're going to have a timeout. Timeout by Coach Mike Whitliff and the Dakota Valley Panthers. We'll be back to give you more semifinal action right after this.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Yeah, I like this. Alec went in a little tighter, but I think I wish it was a little more on the side, but this isn't terrible, I guess, with this setup. So it was over here and like right behind it, so we moved it over a little bit, but we're good. Okay. Davis. Good serve. Kimball. Munch. Worden has to hit it behind her, kept it alive. Claire Munch. And just what a great set off of a pass out of system from Munch to number 10, Samantha Kimball, the senior, for the kill and the point. Serve to number 6, sophomore, Aubrey Worden. Hits the tape. Kraus is there. And Prudich off the block touch in the set of Montague. Side out Raiders, kill Raiders. Your Raiders with a 6-point lead here, 9-3. Set 2 of this semifinal. They trail 0-1. Kimball off of her hand, not going to be able to track down by Maddie Munch. And a service winner for Brooke B. Larson and the Raiders. Serves another one deep. Kimball handles this one. Back row hit again. This time Davis is there. Larson pops it up to Prudich, rolls it up. Good job by Kimball to get it up. Martin just Munch free ball over. Larson backs at Ramos, just has to push it over. Worden, Munch, blocked, kept up by Kimball. Tried to go second touch kill, not there. Ramos, Prudich with the little touch. Kimball's right there, easy. Quick set, tapped over, and Kraus just can't get underneath it, but not for lack of effort. A good athletic rally there. Both teams, again, just their athleticism, keeping the ball alive or doing it enough to recycle that point to give them and their team another chance. 10-4, Kimball serves, Samantha Kimball. Larson, Prudich has to come right behind her until pushes it over. Munch, and that time off of the block touch of Broderick, kill for number 21, Skylar Anderson, the junior. Senior, Samantha Kimball, will serve. And that one is almost a service winner, but I don't know how Broderick got underneath it, but she did. And that one is just put in the campfire. Smart there by Claire Munch. They tried to get on her number, had a couple blocks, but that time she got up high, floated, saw the block, and just dumped it over the high hands. And Kimball will keep serving as it's within 4. Oh, and a second touch kill by Brooke B. Larson. Starts as a hitter, and in the 6-2 becomes the setter. And I think that's the first time this tournament she's done a second touch dump for a kill. Prudich on the serve. Good one back. Kimball handles it. Munch to Munch. Too good. Raiders were there, but it comes with so much force. That ball launched into almost the upper deck in section 107. Wow. 11-7. Panthers within 4. Anderson into the net. Service error for the Dakota Valley Panthers. Big point for the Raiders. That'll keep them up by 5. So for your Raiders, number 2, junior Reagan, the regulator Broderick, steps on the letters, steps up. Good serve. Pushes Kimball back. And Munch to Munch. Raiders try to keep it alive. They do. Great job there to recycle that point. And short hit by, looks like number 8. Jaden John, the senior, in now on the front. Just missed time. That kill attempt. Raiders 13, Panthers 7. And just as Broderick was doing her approach for the serve, a ball came. Good job by that lines person to wave the flag. And here we go, Broderick. Kimball, Munch, back row Kimball. Prudich is there. Larson gets the net. Davis, kill off the touch. What a great job by Brooke B. Larson, the sophomore, to not go over the line, not touch the net, but get that set so Kraus could use her athleticism to hang and cut down the line. Broderick to Kimball. Munch, off hands. Raiders are there. Kraus just tips it over, and Dakota Valley is going to free ball over there. Ramos, Larson, back to Ramos. She's just got to roll it over. Kimball, Munch, and Munch this time returns the favor from Larson and just finds the campfire. Second touch kill with a little dump, and she'll go back to serve. 14-8 Raiders in this semifinal. Maddie Munch, good serve, handled by Prudich. And Larson gets up for Benson, and off the block, falls down on the Panther side of the net. Kill for Benson, 15-8. Raiders first to 15. And the senior setter, Aspen Montague, and the captain drives one. Handled by Kimball. That touch, Raiders keep it alive, but goes out of bounds. Came with so much force over to Aspen Montague that she just put her shoulder out, which is legal, but it ricocheted off her shoulder out of bounds, and the senior leader for the Dakota Valley Panthers, Claire Munch, steps behind the line. She's been a power today, a force for sure. Good serve. Prudich, little trouble. Kraus keeps it in play. Larson just has to roll it over, and I don't think Dakota Valley was expecting it. Munch came out of her serving position and dove for it, but Larson with that little roll finds floor. Raiders 16, Dakota Valley 9. And your other senior captain for the Raiders, number 5, Avery Aves Kraus. Little running jump serve there. Kimball. Munch. Kimball. Too good. Splits the block. Finds floor. And this has been a fun volleyball match, high school volleyball match to watch. Kimball now for the Panthers. Corin Kimball, good serve down the line, handled by Kraus. Montague tracks down the set. Prudich puts it off the block, but the Panthers keep it alive. And that's going to be, nope, not 4, because it was the block touch. And this time, put down into the opposite corner beautifully off of a nice set. Kill for the Raiders. That was Benson, I believe, who just found that deep corner. That'd be position number 5 that she found that hole. And there it goes off of Kraus. Kill off of the slide play there to Munch. Too much to handle. Well executed. Side out and point for the Panthers. 17-11 now. Raiders lead. Serving number 6, the sophomore, Aubrey Worden. Kraus. Montague. Prudich. Right there is Corin Kimball. Back row hit from Munch. Raiders are there. Prudich gets a wind up on it. Claire Munch right there. Outside. Down again. They go to number 10, Samantha Kimball. And again, she was able to beat the Raider block. It was there. Very talented, experienced Dakota Valley team. Worden with a good serve. Prudich takes this one. Davis has to throw up the set. Kraus from the back row. Martin does a good job, or Mudge does a good job to get that. I'm sorry. Kept alive by the Raiders. No, it's going to be 4. They scrambled at the net to try to get the ball back up off of the block touch, but just couldn't. Too good was that kill. Worden drives it. Prudich. Montague. Just another little drop over by Larson. And Corin Kimball, wow, the junior libero just laid out for that one and just couldn't get her hand underneath to pancake that up. Point Raiders 18-13. They're going to try to be the first to 20 behind the serving of Brooke B. Larson. And that one goes short, but they handle it. Dakota Valley, good job. And now the back row, Kimball gives a swing, and it's there. Prudich handled by Kimball. Samantha Kimball, right to Larson. Davis with the set to Ramos. Ramos, Worden pops it up. And there's your combination of the Mudges. The set to the back row, and just how pretty is that to watch? Claire Martin just floated on that back row and just put that ball where no Raider was. 18-14. Kimball. Larson with a nice back set. Prudich pops it up, and it's going to be off the antenna, out of bounds. Dakota Valley now creeps back, and they're only within 3. Big serve here. Davis handles it off the tape. Larson just has to pass set it. Ramos takes a good whack at it. Dakota Valley is there. They get to Mudge. They really had to recover there. You could see as soon as Ramos hit it, she went to that area. This time, Kimball out of the back row. Raiders are there. Prudich keeps it alive. And out! Oh, so close. Senior hitter Claire Munch put her thumb down, went cross court, and just just out of bounds on the sideline. Prudich, 19-15. Good serve, handled by Worden. Munch, nobody there. Took off speed, just so smart. Great court awareness by the senior and the experience. Just fun to watch. Not only the physical ability, but right there, just knowing the game. Anderson with a line drive serve. Wow. Kraus will roll it over. Worden. Munch, down. Oh, no call yet. And down. Okay, there was a delay on the call as the Lions person had to step back, but it looked down from here. And right call. Anderson will serve again. Davis. Prudich. Kraus kept alive. Davis pushed back in the corner. Mudge to Mudge and takes speed off again. With Broderick at the front with Ramos, that's twice. Claire Munch has said, I'm just going to go over you because I didn't have luck the last 2 times going through you. 1 point game now, 19-18. Prudich. Second touch, not there. Jump set. Kraus has to pop it up. Point. Dakota Valley. And we're going to have a timeout for the Raiders. As soon as the second touch kill attempt wasn't there, the Raiders, you could see, were just not in the right organization they wanted to be. This is a good one, 19-19. We're going to be right back after this 30.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
We're back. Don't want to miss a point or a serve in this one. The second-year head coach for the Raiders, Lindsay Montague, her staff, Kylie Roy, Rochelle Orline, Tessa Walter, and Emily Coolish. For the Panthers, traveling out with the varsity coach Mike Whitliff and a special guest assistant coach, the activity director, Bill Clements. Larson. Blocked, turned back by number 8, Jaden Jund. And the Dakota Valley Panthers are the first to 20. That target zone of landmark points, they reach 21st. Davis, Larson, quick kill by Ramos. Good job. That's a great job by the senior Kaya Ramos. She had a quick and heavy hand there. Much needed. Timely hit for the senior. And back to serve is Reagan, the regulator, Broderick. Broderick drives one, corner, Kimball. Mudge, back row, gap. From the back row, she just found the opening and just did a little inside out. You could see it well from our picture. That's senior Samantha Kimball, who's had a great match here. Maddie Mudge, good serve. Ramos, cross court, popped up. Kimball's going to run it down. Free ball for the Raiders. Benson, quick hit by Benson off of the touch of Corin Kimball, out of bounds. Raiders tie it up. And I believe coming in to serve on this rotation will be now, yes, senior captain and setter, number 11, Aspen Montague. 21-21, set 2. Raiders trails 0 sets to 1. Mudge, back set. Has to roll it over. Raiders have trouble. Little miscommunication between Larson and Davis. I think the libero Davis is saying, hey, let me have that one. I'll take care of that one. But at any rate, it's 22-21. And Dakota Valley would rather have nobody back there serving than Claire Mudge, and she puts a good one down the line. The Raiders respond, though. Kimball hit, and this one doesn't go over. This one never went over. So the kill attempt by Samantha Kimball hits the net, rolls along the net, and point Raiders. We're tied at 22 with senior captain Avery Krause. Aves approaches, serve. Kimball gets down, gets it. Mudge. Kill attempt by number 8. John turned away. Prudich off of the pass from Montague. The set from Montague. Kill. Big kill for the Raiders. 23-22. Avery Aves Krause, captain, drives Kimball deep. Mudge, back row set. Raiders pop it up, keep it alive. Has to be a free ball. They get it over to recycle. Kill this time. Too good again. Wow, that is a heavy arm by the senior hitter, number 10, Samantha Kimball. And if you're in the facility, just a boom came off when she hit that ball. Oh, this has been fun. Very impressive. Great volleyball match here. Tied at 23. Prudich handles it. Montague back set. Larson through the block and down for the Raiders. Raiders a set point to stay alive in this one. And going back to serve is going to be senior libero, number 10, Macy May Davis. Driven. Mudge. Into the block and down. We're going to play extras here in the second set. What a set, what a match. 24-24. The sophomore, Aubrey Worden, back to serve. She drives a line ball, handled by Krause. Outside to Prudich. Off hands. Dakota Valley's there. Blocked! Turned back by Larson and Broderick. I believe Larson got the hand on it. The Raider combo block walls the very effective hitter Kimball in a crucial time. Larson, Raiders, set point. Kimball goes down, gets it, hit up on the, rolled over. Krause, Larson, Prudich. They keep it alive. Popped over in the donut. No, kept alive, pushed over. Mega rally going here. And down on the floor. We're going to be tied at 25. Served by Kimball. Larson, Prudich. Kill down the line. Raiders, another set point. And calling for a ball is number 7, Aurora Prudich. She wants to stay in rhythm here after that kill. 26-25 Raiders. Prudich drives the serve. Kimball. Mudge outside. Raiders can't pop it up. Davis tried to slip under. Saw that Claire Mudge was going to go short. 26-26. Win by 2, no cap here. Second set. Anderson will serve. She line drives it. Prudich handles it. Larson. Joust. Raiders pop it up. Back set to Broderick. Broderick with the kill off of the outstretched arms of Kimball. Raiders with their 4th set point. Behind the serving of the junior Reagan, the regulator Broderick. She drives one back to Kimball. Mudge outside to Claire Mudge. Off of hands, out of bounds. We're going to keep playing here as Dakota Valley will earn the point and the side out. Maddie Munch will serve. Prudich. Larson. Krause. Good up by the Panthers. Mudge. Raiders handle it. Krause. Popped up by Kimball and will be out of bounds. Match point for Dakota Valley. Maddie Munch, the junior setter, serving for the match. Larson, quick set to Benson. They're there. Joust! Benson wins the joust at the net. We're going to keep playing 28-28. This has been a great one. Montague for the Raiders. Kimball. Munch. Back serve to Claire Munch. Out! Out! The linesperson was right there, calls it out, calls it long. 29-28, set point Raiders. Senior captain Aspen Montague drives one. Kimball. Munch. Little dump. And she's going to do a second touch kill. Had the Raiders anticipating setting up for the block. We're tied again. Serving Claire Munch, the senior. For the Panthers. Drives a good one. Handled by Prudich. At the net, Montague. Rolled over by Benson. Note they're going to call a violation on the Raiders stepping over the line. Wow. That's a tight one here, but at any rate, the call was made. Just like the out-of-bounds call was made a few plays ago. That's how it goes in sports and in life. 29-30, match point, Panthers. Larson rolls one over, right to Mudge. Mudge, back row, tip. Benson's there. Rolled over, Davis. Montague, back set, Larson, cross court. Right there is Mudge. Worden hits Montague outside. Kraus set her too far outside, and Kraus just couldn't reach back and put it over. That's the match. Dakota Valley will advance to the final. The Raiders, another good tournament run. They'll end 4-1. 29-31 they'll fall in this one. The Raiders are going to be back in action here, and then have on the 25th, they have a big match against the crosstown rival Rapid City Central Cobblers. Thank you for following Raider Athletics, subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you next time.